For people working to stop harmful or abusive behavior, two questions I get asked is when might they start seeing results and how long will the change process take to finish? Hi, I'm Michael Clark with the Ananias Foundation, and I totally get why people and their partners want to know what timelines to expect for their transformation to happen. In this video, we're going to cover not only how long the process of changing takes, but also how to speed that transformation process up. If you want to stop causing harm in your relationships, you're on the right path. This is Journey of Change, a video series to help you become the safe, loving partner you were meant to be. If you're someone who is working to stop their abusive behavior, when might you start seeing results? And how long will the change process take to finish? Before I get to the answers to these questions, let me address some wrong answers. First, we can't rely on change happening simply because a certain amount of time has passed. Time by itself does nothing. It takes time plus the right work. Now, second, no one can claim they've successfully changed simply because they've taken particular actions. For example, if you went to counseling or you enrolled in a certain program, that by itself does not change you. Now, counseling or joining a group program might be effective, but simply showing up is not transformational. You'll need to learn from the material and apply the knowledge to your life for your behavior to be different. Checking boxes on a to-do list means nothing. So, what does matter and when might you start seeing results from your work? At risk of sounding evasive, the answer is it depends. It's not unusual for participants in our Ananias Foundation groups to start seeing changes in 4 to 6 weeks. Group members often describe situations they may have handled poorly before, but now are able to respond more constructively. They say discovering this newfound ability is incredibly rewarding and motivating, and that makes sense. The speed of the change process really depends upon a person's effort, how engaged they are with the work, and of course, doing the right work. It's spending time and sustaining that effort for as long as it takes. Vulnerability matters too, because unless we get real about ourselves and apply the helpful concepts we learn to our life, the knowledge never becomes wisdom, and the behavior goes back to the old dysfunctional patterns. Of course, learning information and practicing techniques won't matter if they're not the right ones. There's plenty of misguided help out there. Shame-based programs focused on good and bad behavior are seldom effective. Engaging in counseling or programs that get to the source of the bad behavior, often rooted in our identity, is likely to be helpful. So, what about the second question? When is the work done and our transformation complete? When can we kick back and put our feet up and say, we're finished? Hopefully, the answer is never. Now, let me explain. The reality is, none of us will ever become perfect. This statement should not discourage you, however. It's simply the truth about our human nature. When we discover that we now possess the ability to get better and better, however, why would we ever want to stop that process? The change process is a continual cycle of discovering areas for improvement, focusing our efforts on that characteristic, realizing growth, and then beginning the cycle again. The fun part of this journey is that each time we start from a better place. It's sort of like climbing a spiral staircase. Yes, we see the same scenery each cycle, but it's always from a higher vantage point. The climb up our spiral staircase toward becoming the best version of ourselves starts with taking a personal inventory. That could mean getting feedback from others, or it might mean listening to the still small voice inside that's saying, you can do better. What one or two areas of your life, your behavior, or your character most need improving? What kinds of situations do you find bring out your worst reactions? Be honest with yourself. The only one harmed by deceit at this point is you. Then start there. Next, try to identify which emotions and thoughts are driving your behavior. Why do you think the way you think and believe what you believe? How does this affect your behavior? Can you challenge those thoughts by thinking differently about your circumstances, which will create different emotions and allow you to handle the situation differently? Self-improvement has no end. Using this change process allows us to fix our worst behavior, freeing us to focus on the next tier of improvements. It's typical for those starting their work to experience rapid change in those first couple of years. Then the progress slows as we focus on smaller refinements. What's important is for us to learn how to change, so we develop the ability to continue to grow and improve the rest of our lives. I'm confident you'll like the results you see. I can't wait until you meet the new and improved version of yourself. I'm Michael Clark with the Ananias Foundation, and I hope you found this discussion about the change process to be helpful. Take care, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for joining me today. I'm honored to be on this journey of change with you, and I hope I've helped you in some way. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to hit the like button, share this with others who might find it helpful, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future videos. For more resources, head to our website, ananiasfoundation.org. Until next time, take care and remember, change is possible.